Hey you guys, and welcome to my February wrap-up video. Yes, but before I get started on that, I have some news for you guys. If you guys are subscribed to Bookish Days, then you will be seeing my face on Tuesdays. Well, not always, but I'd already explained that in my video. But yes, I'm one of the new Tuesdays for Bookish Days. So if you guys want to go and check that out, I'll leave a link down below and up here so you guys can go check out that collab channel. Yay! Fun times. Now, moving on this month, I believe I read 7 books, shorts with 2 short stories, and most of them are really adult romance. So I probably won't go into too much details, but or show you the covers. That would, yeah. Young viewers, ke-sha. So, the first book that I read was called Special Force by Brian Pauling, and this follows a girl and this guy who kind of been chatting over the internet, and he just gets back home from overseas. Yep, that's all I'm gonna say. I gave it a 5 out of 5, and it was a short story, and I wish that there was more and more and more, but there wasn't. um, the second book that I read was kind of a reread for me because I've read it before, and it was Bound for the Holidays by Mackenzie McCain, and I gave it a 4 out of 5. And this one follows a girl and her boss. Forbidden office love. The second book is called Bad Company by K.E. Mitchell, and I just found this when I was just, cruising on Amazon. I really have an Amazon problem this month, especially towards Kindle books. And sorry for that. Stop it, Rock. Stop it. Okay, so the next book is Bad Company, and it follows this guy who gets disowned by his father. So he goes to his childhood best friend, whose name I kind of forget, who is kind of like a best friend slash enemy because something happened and they're no longer friends. And he wants to use him to kind of get back to his father. So yeah, it's kind of an adult male romance, and it was predictable too, as always, but hey, it's romance. And at the end you're just like, oh guys, I hope you get together, and you're like, hope. It's a romance book, of course they're probably going to end up together. And then the next book that I gave that one a 5 out of 5, and I'm probably going to read some more. There's some more. They said it's Bad in Baltimore #1, so I'm not sure if they're going to continue the characters or just they're going to follow other people. Probably follow other people. That's how they do it in adult romance usually. Stringlets by Michelle Gagnon, which I read and did a spoiler review here on YouTube and on my blog. So I'll leave both links down below. And I gave it a 4 out of 5. But if you guys do not want to go, I will just tell you now, yes, I really enjoyed it. And it's about these 3 teenagers who are 17 years old, all are on the brink of death, when all of a sudden they wake up in an abandoned hospital sometime in the future. So that sounds really awesome. If you guys would love to know more, check out my blog and the links I left. The next book I read was a short story, and it was The Basement by Chad P. Brown, and I ended up giving this book a 2 out of 5, and I really liked it on one hand, and on the other hand, I felt like there could have been more to the story. Like, I really like this person's writing style, so hopefully they might write. I might like, if they have a full length book, I might like that better because I felt like there could have been way more details and stuff. But it was interesting, and since it's free on the Kindle, I will link it down below for those of you who want to go and read it. And then the next book I have is Fly Boys by Cheryl Dragon, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And I'm just gonna move on from that. The next book and the final book that I read in February was Perfection by R.L. Mathinson, and it was actually a book 2 in a Neighbor from Hell series. I didn't read the first one because this one sounded way more interesting to me, and it's like one of the ones where they follow like family members. I'm not sure if you guys do a lot of adult romance, but like they'll like follow like brothers and each one's romance. So I like this brother. Well, technically I didn't like him in the beginning. Okay, so it follows this girl, right, and she is just having like the worst day ever. Like, she just got fired from her job for doing something good, and it's funny because even when she's getting kicked out of the building, the security guard was like, I would have kept my mouth shut, because yeah, it's just like the worst. And then she comes back. She has car problems. She's been putting up with this neighbor who yeah, so she's just having the worst day, and it all kind of finally comes to a head. And, you know, some things kind of happen, and they make a deal between the neighbor and her. But at the same time, I'm just like, he is a self-admitted a-hole. Like, I didn't like him at the beginning, even when, because they alternate sometimes between their thoughts, his side. I was just like, I don't see why I want her with you. Like, am I supposed to like this guy? But later, as the book goes on, you're kind of begrudgingly liking him, loving him, rooting for them, and I'm just like, oh my god, writer, you are awesome for me to want that. Because yeah, at the beginning I was like, there's no way in HE double hockey sticks do I want this to happen. Someone better rewrite this. And then towards the end, I was just like, oh my god, no, oh god, no, the misunderstandings. And then yeah, so I obviously gave that book a 5 out of 5 stars, and I look forward to reading the other ones from her series. So yeah, I believe that was 7 books that I read this month. That was, none of them were on my TBR. None of them were on my TBR. I think that's the first time that actually happened to me. I usually read stuff from my TBR, like at least a couple, but this time, nada. Oh god, I really need to stay off Amazon. But yeah, so I've been reading on my phone a lot. I actually read some books, but I haven't finished any of them. But I started some of them. I believe I'm still like with 6 books. So we'll see how that goes for this month. Let's see what's on my TBR. But you guys tell me, how many books did you guys read? And are you guys on track for your goal? Because I'm currently 3 books behind. I'm not too worried about it right now. I've read 14 books so far. So, still early in the year. So, yeah, you guys let me know all your thoughts down in the comments down below. And I will see you guys later. Bye.